What's up? Welcome to beautiful Arizona in the fall. It's a nice November Saturday. It's been a long time since I made a video on here, so I thought I'd just jump on, kind of recap something cool that I did recently. I recently ran a marathon. It may not look like it, but I did train for about 16 weeks, got after it and did train for one, and I completed it. Very slowly, but I completed it nonetheless. That'll be fun to talk about that a little bit. And if you're anything like me, don't know what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into, here's 5 things that I learned I think might be able to help you out, and that I learned about myself, and that'll help me to get better to do the next one. So anyways, I'm gonna finish cleaning up this kitchen and we're gonna go outside and get a run in. Lazy boy. He's a good puppy. Oh, have we? All right. Now this one, first one might seem stupid or like a no-brainer. Shoes. So I trained my whole marathon in these shoes, or for most of the training I trained in these shoes, and then towards the end, these shoes. And then I got some of the Curex to go on the bottom because the guy sold me on them. Now these things are heavy, and I've seen all the other videos, people are like, oh, you gotta get new shoes before the race. You gotta get lighter shoes, you gotta get race shoes. I'm like, dude, this is my first marathon. I'm gonna be slow as crap. Like, why am I gonna get a third pair of shoes for this training thing or whatever, you know? And so I ran in these things. It was a bad mistake. I mean, things were heavy and my feet hurt really bad towards the end. Through the training runs that I did, they were okay, but on the race, these things hurt. These ones I liked more because they're definitely a lot lighter, but they just got beat up and I kind of thought they were ugly, and that I jazz it up and get some cooler looking, some Hokas, you know, some different shoes instead of just New Balances, blah, 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 whatever. Shoes make a difference. Should have got lighter shoes and probably should have got a newer pair of shoes prior to the race. Number 2 would be location. Forgive me, I'm not a cool influencer and talk to you and run like this the whole time. Can't do that. I picked an out-of-state race as opposed to doing one in my home state. Kind of had some mental stuff attached to it, just kind of being out of my rhythm, being out of my own bed, you know, just being in a completely different environment. So it's just, and me personally, I'm not the best traveler as it is. I like to travel, but I really don't like to travel at the same time. So, you know, going to a brand new state. I went to Nashville, Tennessee. Never been to Nashville before. Presented some challenges with having to run in a state I've never been to. Sleep in a place I'm not familiar with. Maybe for my first one, I should have picked one that was local. So if you're considering a race, maybe consider one local. Might be a better choice for you, mentally, physically, all that stuff. All right, number 3. It seemed kind of obvious. Sleep. It also kind of goes back to number 1, or number 2, where I said location. So being out of my normal routine, being in a foreign place, you know, Airbnb, not in my own house, not in my own bed, my sleep was crap. I think I slept probably like an hour or 2 before, and the night before we left to go on the trip, I think I slept 4 hours. I was running on pure adrenaline, basically. And they say sleep is important for stuff like that. They aren't lying. Kind of learned the hard way. Luckily, adrenaline's a hell of a drug. Pushed me through. Don't forget to sleep, because I did, and it sucked. And then if you can do a race in your hometown, sleep in your own environment, sleep in your own bed, so you sleep good, that's even better. So. All right, that brings us to number 4, which should be food, which again is probably obvious. Like, no duh, idiot, food matters for a marathon, but it really does. And again, I learned the hard way. Luckily, I didn't have any super bad digestive issues. I had garbage food traveling down there. I packed some stuff, so it wasn't completely garbage, but I ate out for dinner, ate out for lunch when we got there, ate out for dinner that night at the Airbnb. I had like some going more scoops the morning of the marathon, so I felt good. I felt kind of good the day of. My stomach was just in knots from nerves and then just full of garbage food, so just gross. It all goes back kind of location. If I was at home, I would have had good food, or my own food, instead of having to eat airport crap or stuff at a restaurant. So anyways, food matters, and obviously it matters on race day too. Not supposed to try anything new, so I brought all my own gels and some of the just sugary little waffle things to eat, because that's what I trained with. That's what I had readily available by my house at stores and stuff, so I followed that pretty well. So I didn't have any race day digestive issues. I did kind of branch out and try some of the electrolytes that they had at the race, which I've heard from other people could be a dicey situation, but my body actually liked those, and I cramped up a little bit throughout the race, so that actually kind of helped me push through a little bit. So food does matter, not just day of, but night before. All right, got 2 miles done, and last but certainly not least is race day jitters. As I was freaking out leading up to the race, I didn't think I was gonna be able to finish it. So I was like, why did I sign up for this? What was I thinking? Why did I think I could do this? I'm such an idiot. This is so stupid. Don't underestimate the race day jitters, for better or for worse. Luckily for me, I think for this one time, it worked out in my favor to where it helped get me in a rhythm, at least for the first half, until it just became all mental after the first half marathon. Nothing was gonna get me through there, no matter what I listened to, who was with me. It just came down to I just had to get this over with. But for the first half, for the first half, those race day jitters were something else. And it really just helped me at least halfway so I can, show myself, okay, I think I can do this. My training wasn't as great as I would like it to, or I would have liked it to have been. I really kind of got into the race. I realized I needed to spend a little more time on some certain things, and I skipped a lot of runs too, just with family and work and everything else. So I'm thankful that I did have some adrenaline going for me to complete it, and it showed me that I need to focus a little bit more on my training and get the stuff done that I need to. So anyways, also another little side note, so I guess what 5A or maybe a 6 is music, earphones. I had my AirPods in halfway through and then they died, but the last half I ran with nothing, and I think it was actually better without anything in my ears. So being somewhere new kind of helped with this as well, because there was just a lot for me to look at. But anyways, having no headphones was kind of nice. Anyways, yeah, those are 5 things that I learned. And if you're an extreme beginner like me, maybe that'll help you out on your race. Hopefully you'll sign up for one, and hopefully I'll be signing up for another one soon. If not a marathon, maybe some sort of like an ultra marathon or ultra race or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's it. Peace. And give me the ball. This guy likes fetch. He won't. See? Oops, there it is. Now he won't play. Come here. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, fine. Whatever. This is Henry. He's a sweet boy. You say bye. Bye.